It was the night of June 4th, 1963, when Robert Domingos and his fiancée Linda Edwards were found dead in an abandoned shack.
These murders were only the first of a claimed 37 victims to be killed by the famed Zodiac Killer, most known for his unsolved ciphers mailed to regional newspapers of the time.
Though no one was ever put behind bars for these murders, Arthur Lee Allen was the prime suspect, and in light of a recent discovery, maybe even the true killer.
Welcome back to another episode of Dead Silence, where we revisit case of the Zodiac Killer. Okay, now that we've made it through, just a brief introduction of who the Zodiac Killer is, what are your thoughts, Andrew? Do you think that someone could have actually figured out who the Zodiac Killer is?
That's a good question. Seriously, we got an email from a girl named Anna, and, she wanted to stay anonymous. She didn't want to tell her actual name. The information that we got from her sounded, to me at least, it sounded like viable information. It sounded like she had the facts to back it up, that, her grandfather was the Zodiac Killer. And, I do believe what she has to say. What do you think?
Personally, I think it's bogus. I don't know, I'm not buying it. I have a feeling that she's gonna come out and be like, yeah, guys, that was me. I think she's just really doing it for attention, for fame. I don't know what it could be for, but I'm not buying it.
Right.
I mean, think about it. The only suspect is who she's claiming is her grandfather. And, he was the only suspect, and he died in 92.
Right.
Here, let's play this clip. So we we had an interview with Anna, and we'll just play it.
Anna, you told us that you had information on the Zodiac Killer. Is this right?
Yes, I know his identity, and I can decipher the codes.
How on earth do you know how to decipher the messages? People have been trying for years with no success.
Well, I found my grandfather's journal. It had all of the codes. I did a little bit of digging and talked to my family, which led to the conclusion that he was the Zodiac Killer.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not giving us enough information. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Well, for our viewers, I'm just going to say we did have to, manipulate her voice in this clip because, she did want to stay, if anybody recognized her voice, it was sometimes voices are really recognizable. So, but anyways, let's get on to the facts. I think what she said, now that I listen back to it, it kind of sounds like it's fake because she didn't really explain anything to us. She just kind of just said, this is this and this is this, and not this is this because of this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, the Zodiac Killer was a pretty crazy dude. I feel like, I don't even know, one of his messages, he said that if his things weren't printed, he was going to go on killing sprees and bombings. He also said that he was collecting his victims as slaves for the afterlife.
Yeah.
Which, pretty crazy if you ask me.
Right. So when you said what was the first thing you said again?
He would send it to basically radio stations,
yeah.
Or newspapers, and he said that if they didn't tell people, then he was gonna go on bombing.
Oh, make it public? He wanted to be famous kind of thing?
Well, he wanted everyone to know.
Yeah, to know about it. Okay. Thinking about the Zodiac Killer in general, whatever he did and all the stuff that he did do was very bad. He wasn't a school teacher, and he was
Yeah, he was an elementary school teacher and a convicted sex offender, which I think it's a little crazy. They've only figured out 2 of the ciphers. I feel like he'd have to be some sort of professor, not necessarily just an elementary school teacher.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, there's not much more information that we have.
No. I mean, the email that she sent us is very vague. It just kind of sounded like a made-up story a little bit. So, yeah. I don't know what else, what other information we can give you guys, because we didn't really get given a lot. So,
it's all right. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to tune in for Dead Silence.
Bye.